I'm reading Captain Underpants and the Attack of the Talking Toilets. I'm on chapter 12, so things get worse. Word spread quickly throughout the office that George and Harold had been suspended. The teachers rushed out to cheer and laugh at the two boys. "You're in big trouble now," chuckled Miss Anthrope. "I can't wait to call your parents and tell them the news. Let's take their desks outside and chop them up," cried Miss Rebel. "Let's throw a party in the gym," shouted Mr. Meaner. "No," cried George. "Whatever you do, don't open the door to the gym." "We can do whatever we like," snarled Mr. Meaner as he dashed over the gymnasium door. "Look, I'm opening the door." He quickly opened the gym door. "Now I'm closing the door," he said. "Now I'm opening the door again, and now I'm bleh." An evil toilet had stuck its mouth through the door, snapped Mr. Meaner up, and swallowed him whole. Flush! The talking toilets then pushed their way through the open gymnasium door and spilled out into the hallway. "Yum yum, eat 'em up," the toilets below. "Yum yum, eat 'em up." The teachers couldn't believe their eyes. They screamed and ran for their lives. Only Mr. Krupp, Miss Rebel, and George and Harold remained frozen in fear. They watched paralyzed as the talking toilets came nearer and nearer. Finally, Miss Rebel pointed at the toilets and snapped her fingers. Snap! "Go away," she cried. "Go away this minute." But the toilets didn't listen. They moved closer and closer. Finally, Miss Rebel turned and ran. Miss Krupp, however, just stood there in a daze. George and Harold looked up at him. "Uh-oh," said Harold. "Did she just snap her fingers?" "Yup," said George. "Now we're really in trouble." And George was right, for at that moment, Mr. Krupp had begun to change. A silly, heroic smile came over his face as he stood definitely before his foes. "I'll put a stop to you, vile villains," he said fearlessly, "but first, I need some supplies."